Emotional eating, something I talk about every day. And it's something that I know you deal with. So many people deal with it, including myself. Let's talk about it. Let's get it out in the open and let me give you some tips and tricks and things to help you get past this and conquer the emotional eating habits in your life. So when it comes to addressing your emotional eating situation, habits, is we have to identify your triggers. What is it that happens in your life that makes you emotionally eat? I can tell you right now what it is for me. Taxes, talking to my accountant on the phone, that is something that definitely triggers me because it's something that I have a little more anxiety about, and I can feel myself whenever I get an email from him saying, hey Christy, I need to talk to you. Whew, I mean, like I can feel it. So whenever that happens for me, I take immediate actions, but I would not have known to take the actions had I not first identified the trigger. Maybe for you, it's going to be your mother-in-law coming over. Maybe you guys have a tumultuous relationship and that triggers you to emotionally eat to deal with that anxiety. Again, gotta know what it is. You gotta know what the triggers are so you know what next steps to take. It might be for you the anniversary of a death of a loved one, or maybe it's work stress, maybe it's kid stress, maybe that you know you've got a meeting with the principal coming up about your child and that is something that gives you high anxiety. So what do? You turn to food to try to soothe that anxiety. Knowing what these things are in your life, that is job one. We gotta find out what it is. Not everything is gonna wanna trigger you to go emotionally eat. Only usually things that cause high anxiety, sadness, depression, and that makes you go turn to food so that can temporarily take your mind off of what is going on. So once we've identified your triggers, number two is we have to put safeguards in place to protect you from, well, you and your tendency to emotionally eat. Another example of this would be a recovering drug addict doesn't keep drugs in his or her cupboard. So why would a recovering sugar addict like you and me keep sugar in our cupboards? We don't want to do that because it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when you are going to turn towards that sugar as soon as you are triggered. So you want to get rid of those. You want to make sure that you clean out those cupboards. Get those things out of your house. If you live with somebody who maybe isn't code red or doesn't believe these things, you want to make sure that that item that he or she keeps is not an item that you like. You know, I mean, if Miles keeps goldfish crackers in the house and I'm being triggered, don't worry, I'm not going to go eat the goldfish crackers. Or ice cream. That's not a food that I love. So if I'm triggered, don't worry, if there's ice cream there, I'm not going to go eat it. Your partner needs to be on board with this. They need to come your way a little bit. They need to be willing to put their food that you have a tendency to eat. If they insist on bringing it home, they need to put it somewhere that you can't get to. Maybe in the man cave, or in an outside garage refrigerator, or in a locked up cupboard somewhere where you don't know. I know this sounds crazy, but hopefully your partner's gonna care enough to help you get that food out of your sight and out of your reach to where if you are triggered, you do not turn to it. This also means that you don't bring it home. If you do the primary grocery shopping in your household, don't bring home the foods that you're likely to turn to when the going gets rough. Don't bring it into your house. Don't set yourself up for failure. When it comes to emotional eating, once you identify your triggers and you put safeguards in place, you want to take it a step further and clean out your news feed. I know this sounds a little bit harsh, but the people that we surround ourselves, well, we become them. We become the sum of the 5 people we surround ourselves the most. So what are you surrounding yourself with, and who are you surrounding yourself with? If you're trying to stop drinking alcohol, the last thing you need are friends that fill your newsfeed with, it's wine 30 and I just want to rescue dogs and drink wine, or whatever the heck those stupid memes are. Like, you don't need to see that. You don't need to see that in your newsfeed. If you're trying to get off sugar and baking is a big fun thing for you, and you used to bake chocolate cakes and pastries, then the last thing you need to see is that Betty Crocker recipe where she's making the chocolate cake, and you don't need to see that in there. Get your mind working in that direction. You don't need that right now. So clean out your newsfeed, unfollow certain people who don't line up with your way of thinking and with your new lifestyle, and unfollow certain ads that you know cause you to struggle. Once you clean out your news feed and you pare down your friends list and get rid of the friends and the ads and the stuff in there that doesn't line up with your healthy way of life, you do need to surround yourself with like-minded people. The power of the community is so strong. In fact, studies have shown that community is the number one biggest determining factor whether you lose the weight and keep it off or whether you don't. So you want to stay connected to a community. Make sure that you are in a group of like-minded people. And it doesn't matter what you're talking about. This could be weight loss. This could be church-related stuff. This could be your quilting community. It doesn't matter, but you want to surround yourself with folks that believe what you believe. People that can come around you. People that can lift you up. People that can support you. People that understand what you're going through. Community is huge. And this is something that we definitely offer on the Code Red Lifestyle. We provide you with community to help you through this. We offer an emotional eating course called What's Eating You. It's a 5-part home study video course that you want to go through, and it's absolutely incredible. It's taught by my dad, Larry Terhurst. He's an LCPC, and he has dealt with this personally. And it's an incredible course that's going to help you not only identify your triggers like we talked about in this video, but how to put safeguards in place and how to deeply understand what you're going through and how to get through it. Everybody should be taking this course for sure. So click the link, make sure that you take this course. This is offered to you at a fantastic price, especially for what you get out of it. I know when I was watching the course in order to approve it to be sold, it drastically helped me, and I didn't realize how big of a problem I had until I went through the course and I was able to put the safeguards in place and get control of my own emotional eating. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel. That way you're notified when I release a new video. I want to hear from you. How do you deal with your triggers? How do you overcome them? Because you're gonna get triggered. We all know that, we all do. But how we deal with it is the key. And I would love to hear how you're dealing with your emotional eating triggers. Comment below. I'll see you on the next video.